Hey guys, how's it going? Anybody tuned in out there? Trying to make sure this is streaming. This is my first time doing this, so I think it's working how it's supposed to. Hey guys, hey T-Bar, hey Shay. Should be a lot better picture. I upped it to 720p, so should be looking a lot better than it was. Can you hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Alright, cool. Let's grind some PvP packs. Hey Finn. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just finally got around to it when I watched Dobbs stream the other day. It didn't seem that hard. It's just a matter of figuring out how to do it. I've been podcasting for a long time, but I'm pretty new to the streaming thing. I need to turn off YouTube notifications for the next game. One of the things that I like to do when I'm playing against Mystic players is a lot of AoE type stuff. So, like I'm really big on Nelly, really big on Sheriff Cartman, really big on Terrence. All of them do the AoE damage of some sort, which is attack on everyone, in case you don't know. I'm sure you do. I play a lot. I play probably 7 hours a day. Too much. Cox got him. Yeah, it's time to drink, Finn. One thing I've noticed that I'm kind of weak at in my gameplay is underestimating Fireball. Like, I know I'm a pretty high-ranked player and stuff, and I do pretty well. Like, I know how to fight against Mystic and Fantasy, so I think that's why I do so well. But, like, playing against Invention players, my spacing's a little bit off. I do really bad against Mystic and Adventure players because I have to space things together to fight Zen Cartmans, and then what ends up happening is I get wrecked by a Fireball. That's happened way too often. Definitely something I need to work on. Here, though. Still trying to get my level 6s. I've been trying for a while. Pretty sure I got this. I'm about 200 away on Heidi and Rats and Paladin Butters. And like most of the top 10 guys, when I play against them, that's something I'm really have a lot of trouble with because they have a lot of level 6s. So I can play as well as I possibly can, and I'm constantly dropping guys, like, but I have to like 2-for-1 myself in order to deal with their stronger characters, and it's tough. I don't have a lot of trouble with anybody that's sub 200 usually, but anybody that's in the 1 to 200 range is certainly capable of beating me if they just play well and they're a bad matchup. That happens a lot too. But I say it's a pretty good day so far. I'm sitting at rank 10. Not too bad. Anybody have any questions or anything? I feel a little awkward just talking to myself. Yeah, it took me a long time to get there. I don't think I'm actually like a top 10 player. I think I'm like top 30, probably. Like realistically, I'm probably a top 30 player. Can I adopt you? Everybody in Tree Fitty tries to get me to adopt them. I don't know why. I'm not that wealthy. Yeah, this is my deck. I play a very defensive. I play a very defensive tank build with a lot of AoE and like the best assassins. Only thing that kind of sucks that's weak in the deck is Sally, but she's my first level 6, so I'm kind of stuck with her. When I was making the choice in the beginning of the game, I should have gone with Ike. Ike's a little bit better, but Sally's fine. I mean, you saw her take down that Zen Cartman like he was nothing, so she's not bad. You know, I wish she was Ike, but what can you do? How many friars do I have left? Evan is part of Tree Fitty, and I've donated like hundreds of friars to him and somebody else. I got 31 extras. I went ahead and got mine to level 5 just in case I decide to play Mystic, but I do have a lot of extras. And I grind packs all day, every day, so I don't know. I'd probably get more Friar Jimmies and Robin Tweaks than any other common, so I wouldn't worry, Evan. My favorite Cartman in the game is definitely Sheriff Cartman. I think he's the best one for the cost. Zen's okay, but Zen you have to play a very specific type of strategy, which I'm not fond of. I like playing defensively in this game. I think that's the best way to go, but with Zen you tend to have to play extremely defensively, and your whole goal is about just keeping him alive. Sorry, getting a message. One sec. Sheriff, I think, is a lot better because he can be aggro or defense. Like, you'll see in the games that a lot of the time, I'll end up starting out with him as a defensive card, but then when he gets even a little bit close to the new kid, he does like 112 damage with his charge ability. So a lot of people run Marcus in that slot, and I've been thinking about that. Marcus is pretty good. I have a lot of trouble with Marcus because I'm only a rank 18 new kid. I think if you're 19 to 20, you do a lot better against him. Playing against Bub Sweets, this guy's a tough opponent. Never forget that Enforcer Jimmy turns all your stuff off. Super annoying. I tend to spend a lot of time trying to let my stuff charge up. Shit. So I can get maximum value for my plays. But I was a little bit behind in the beginning. Bubs has that level 6 Astronaut Butters, which is such a problem. He's going to get this bar. Oh, maybe not. Nah, he's got it. Damn. That Hook-Hand Clyde bug is really weird. You see a random character fall down for no reason, and then all of a sudden, he throws his parrot. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Always with the poison. Get there. No. No. Ah. That was lucky. And just like that, out of the top 10. It's weird trying to multitask. I'll get used to it, though. I'll get better at it. I just hope I don't play Bone Rise over and over and over again. That's what usually happens. Bubs is a really good player. He's usually in the top 30 or so. I think he was like 31 at the start of that game, so he probably jumped a few ranks. This happens a lot too. Like I'll play Sheriff and they don't respond. And they just want me to kill them as fast as I possibly can. So then it turns into whether or not I can kill them in 30 seconds, which I probably waited too long to start this one, but... Yeah, when you get to the high level ranks, like this happens a lot. So actually grinding PvP packs is pretty easy because you just get three phones from a lot of these guys. Which is nice, but I mean, on the flip side, sometimes you just play top 10 players over and over and over and over again, and you have to play 10 to 15 games to get one pack, which is a huge pain. Let's see what we got. Six rats. This is already a good pack. And a Heidi. You know, it used to be like you would open these packs and you'd get cards you actually needed. You know, cards that were in your deck or cards that you were requesting or things like that. But somewhere about a month ago or so, they changed it. And now you just tend to get a lot of junk. Like Robin Tweak. I have an insane number of Robin Tweaks and an insane number of Mimsies. And they're cards I just won't ever play. Like even like Gunslinger Kyle, you can see I have 766 of him. And like Labard Jimmy. It's a card I'll never play. I have 732 and for some reason I leveled him up to 4 when I first got him. Stupid Robin Tweak. Everybody's starting to play the Ike Tweak combo. I'm not much of a combo player. It's too janky. I like to play decks that are like have a foundation, a strong, stable foundation. Very simple, very straightforward. I run a lot of good fighters and assassins and a little bit of ranged. And some people, they do more combo-y stuff. I think Tricky Kookaburra on South Park Elite, he's really good, but his entire playstyle is combo. He runs Dougie with Paladin Butters. He runs multiple ways to get Dougie to go through. He runs Marvin, I think. I know he runs the Tweak Ike combo. Snake Plissken actually is probably the best player I've seen running the Tweak Ike combo. He was in the top 25 last season, and I always have a hard time beating him. He's one of the better players I play against on a regular basis. How was my legendary reward pack? It was not terrible. I got 15 PC Principles. I got 10 Terrances. I got an Inuit Kenny and a Shield Maiden Wendy. So that's something. I did get 3 Hookhand Clydes, which is pretty nice. Can't complain too much. Why don't I use Jimmy? I'm not a big fan of any of the Jimmies that I have access to. I think Labard is not that good. I'm already running a lot of good AoE stuff, and the Jimmy Storyteller Jimmy just kind of sucks. I think if I was playing sci-fi, I'd definitely run Enforcer because he's the best one. He only costs 2. But I don't think that I could run any of the other Jimmies. If I was playing Mystic, of course, I'd run Friar Jimmy, but I'm not playing Mystic. It's definitely my weakest theme. I do have most of the important cards to level 5, so if it ever becomes something I have to play, then I can, but it's not something that I'm actively trying to do. I'm way more of a adventure fantasy or adventure sci-fi player. Hey, Twitchy. Thanks for joining. There's about a minute and a half delay, so if you see me finish a game, try to jump in and I'll let you play me. J-Bone 7001. He's not happy. Free 2 energy to him. He's just attacking my tank. That doesn't do anything. There's that butter shield again. Yeah, level 5 Sheriff is so good. He does like 113 damage or so. I love Sheriff. He's great. That was an easy one. Every time rats appear to drink, I play a lot of rats. You guys are going to get wasted. It's not quite a minute and a half. It's really about 40 seconds. I overestimated. Yeah, I'm a big fan of my Santa Many Moons too. How about you guys do it every time Stan's charge goes off? Rogue Token works too. I'm not quite as fun to watch as Death or any of those other guys because I don't run Cock Magic. That was the fun thing, drinking whenever Cox appeared. So, Lumos is a Mystic fantasy player, I believe. He's a good player too. I have more trouble with Mystic Fantasy because they run Regen. And they have the good assassins. Plus he's played me enough, he knows to space his guys out so my Terrence doesn't wreck him. It may not matter. Yes. So, like, whenever I'm doing these kind of pushes, like, the most important thing is to keep Terrence alive. So I have to get a guy out in front of Terrence for the new kid to shoot. I usually like to lead with Princess Kenny or with Sheriff so that they can absorb the damage and then it's beneficial. That should have been a much harder fight than it was. He must have gotten disconnected or given up or something. I'll take it, though. Hey, Sweetleaf, thanks for joining. More fucking Robin tweaks. I always get 4 in every pack, it feels like. It's really frustrating. Yeah, the cat's not happy I'm in here. Yeah, I don't... My schedule's kind of weird because of my work and because my girlfriend lives on the opposite side of town that I live on. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to set a set streaming time like a bio does or like Average Guy does. But late night is usually the best time for me. So I might be doing late night streams or just kind of whenever I can. It might be impromptu, but I enjoy doing it. So I'll definitely keep trying to. Feel free to unholy combust me anytime. It's like such a positive energy gain. Damn, it's 4 a.m., Finn? Oh yeah, you're South America, right? Sally, I started leveling up first. So I kind of made a choice in the beginning to go Sally over Ike because I didn't really know that much about the game. I wish I had, gone the other route, but she's not bad or anything. She's just not quite as good. Goodbye, Timmy. I was a second too late on those rats. Oh no. He stole a bar, that bastard. That's such a bad energy trade. Unholy Combustion. I see so many people running it now, but it's just not a good energy trade. I guess that's SDNY is doing. Got him. Too late to say good game. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Portugal. I'm not sure where that is exactly, Fen, but 4 a.m. That's pretty late. What time do you have to go to work, man? Or do you go to work? I know a lot of the guys in TF are self-employed, which is really nice. I wish I was. $11, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I can't really talk. I usually sleep like 4 to 5 hours a night, so I'm sure you're probably the same. See, this is the only downside of this deck is that occasionally you'll get hands like this where it's just nothing but assassins and like reactive spells, which kind of sucks. I mean, I can cycle through them pretty easily because Princess Kenny is going to trade with Princess Kenny, and then I need to get rid of that Timmy anyways, but it's just kind of wasted energy. And Lokiba, he's not the best player, but he's not a bad player. He's given me a hard time before, so... Everybody's running these Barbradies lately. Hey, Jemima. There's not a whole lot I can do except hope that I get my charge off. The other funny thing is that level 2 Stand Many Moons doesn't really do a whole lot, so I don't have to worry about him with most of my level 5s. Like, Sheriff stands up to him, Nelly stands up to him, Heidi stands up to him, so anytime I see anybody play a level 2, I don't really have to worry too much. But those level 3s you gotta watch out for. Like, they do a lot more damage. Such a waste of a Terrence. Hit him. Yeah. Chipping away slowly. Yeah, we got it. I hate games that end up in a draw, and like with other like tank sort of builds, that happens a lot. Like really defensive decks, I have a hard time breaking through them sometimes, but they can't break through my defenses either because I play such a defensive deck. So it's really nice when it doesn't end in a draw. I've never played this guy before. But again, it's like one of those weird hands where it's all assassins, and I don't want to just run one out. Oh, that sucked. I will check it in just a moment. Did he give up? Get him, Sally. Sally's so funny because like sometimes if level 12 or something blows up, it won't even like hurt her. She'll just fly all the way across the screen and like bounce off my wall and then just run right back to him. I guess another reason I play Sally is for the hilarious animation. Cack magic. Force stand the greats, that's pretty good. Opening one's worth a drink. Fair enough. Something I really want to try doing is running DMC and Terrence. I don't know how well it'll work, but like my Craig's currently at level 4. And I tried him for a little while all the hyperdrive nonsense was going on because I just didn't care anymore. My rating was sort of tanking anyways. But I don't really know what I would cut to actually try to run him for real. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. No. Alright, you're not going to hit me. I had to waste a bunch of energy, but whatever. And like I love it when Mystic players put their Cartman right up next against them, because the splash damage always hits them, and I win so often just because Zen Cartman's like stuck up against the new kid. He pulled away a little bit, but I did so much damage to him it's not going to matter. Now I just donate all my Ikes. We have like 5 people on the team that are requesting Ikes. Not at the same time, but just quickly. So I'm constantly donating. I probably donated 1,000 Ikes. At this point, I probably could have a level 6 if I hadn't. Anybody got any questions or anything? Yeah, I was meaning to talk to you about that, Finn, because there's a lot of people requesting Ikes. It hasn't been an issue so far yet, though. I've been filling them every time. Do pigeons have feelings in the game? Probably not. No. I got wrecked by that gunslinger burst on rats earlier. I got rogue against eye twitchy, and it did nothing. Come on, let's do some damage. My rats are like a little bit over 250 from 6, I think. Heidi is right over 200, and Paladin Butters is right over 200. So those two will probably get there first, because right now I'm working on Paladin Butters. It's not a high-in-demand card, so I'm not having a lot of trouble getting those requests filled. Heidi's the one I'm really looking forward to. I need a level 6 fighter to be able to compete well with the other level players, because a lot of these guys have level 6 Stand the Greats or Poseidon stands, and beating those guys is really tough. What happened? My Cartman got stuck. Okay, I guess I have a useless Cartman. That kind of sucks. Did he log out? What happened? This game's so glitchy sometimes. I'm probably going to get an invalid battle result or some nonsense. No, it gave me the win. Yay, 6 keys. And we're back to 10. What time is the developer stream starting? I think it's like in an hour or so. I'll probably go for another 30 minutes or so. Tomorrow's my girlfriend's birthday. Oh boy, look at that man bear pig. I'm now only 5 away from a level 4. It's my second one I got today. It comes in waves. Like, I feel like the last 2 weeks or so I haven't gotten any, but I've been getting a lot more epics. And then this week I've gotten the 2 legendaries from my legend pack, and then I opened a man bear pig in a locker, and then I just got this man bear pig, and I think I got a witch doctor somewhere too. So I got 5 this week, but the 2 weeks before this I got none. So it's kind of random. He's not happy. Or maybe he is. Maybe he's just playing. His Clyde was better than mine. No. I was kind of hoping my Cartman would get his Terrence in range so I could kill his Terrence. But I don't think that's going to happen. There we go. Goodbye, Kyle. Sally doing work. Hey, congrats, Jemima. I know it sucks having to pay for it, but level 4 rogue token is such a beast. So what I did when I leveled up, I started out with all level 5 commons, and then I picked the most important rare, which for me was Sheriff Cartman, and leveled him up. And then I did Terrence next, and now I've gone back and I'm working on leveling my commons up to 6. I do have 1 level 4 card, and it's Lightning Bolt. I probably need to upgrade that at some point, but it hasn't been a huge priority, because level 4 Lightning Bolt kills most of the things that level 5 Lightning Bolt kills. It's just a little bit worse against the higher level players. And level 20 man bear pig. It looks like this is going to be a Maybe I could sneak it out. Nope. A little too slow for 2 bars. Oh well, win's a win. Do you guys have like a set locker pattern you guys open every single time? I used to have one. I used to always open the top 2 right ones and then the bottom left one. But now I just kind of do it completely random. Yeah, I used to be really meticulous about it, but now, like I said, I just kind of randomly do it. They're supposed to be better for Legend permanently. I don't think they've rolled that out yet, though. Let's see if Lumos gives me a real game this time. It doesn't look like it. I think he just wants it over. Oh, no. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Whatever. Yeah, we're going to get a bar, I think. Not that bad, all things considered. Angel Wendy's such a pain in the butt. Do it, Sally. Splash damage. The 500 tickets have been around for a while. I mean, I've been getting those for months, but I would really like to see some stacked commons. Like, it would be nice to open a locker and get, 4 Heidi's, or, even better mats, getting 10 arrowheads instead of just 2 or 3. I mean, it doesn't have to be every single time, but it would be a lot better for the legendary players, because it's extremely hard to get a card from 5 to 6. And it's, it's time intensive, it's cost intensive, and I know it's hard for everybody. And like, to be able to compete with the higher level players, you have to have those cards. There's too much disparity, regardless of what level you're at. If you're a 200 ranked player trying to play against somebody that's in the top 50, you're just going to lose. And like, you could get lucky, you could outplay them, but I mean, their cards are just going to overpower you. And I think that's the case across the board. Like, I feel, like I said, I'm pretty confident that I'm like a top 20, top 30 player. But the guys in the top 5 to 10 are just monsters compared to me. Like, they have all level 6s, and, you've seen Slavius' deck. He has level 7 rats. Like, I can't compete with that. I can hold him off. I can fight him to a draw occasionally. If I get lucky and play really well, I can steal a win from some of them. But, like, I played Bone Rise 10 times last night. I won 1 game and lost 9, and the 9 that I lost weren't close. I just got obliterated. So it's really hard to play at your best possible level all the time. You got to level your cards up to be able to compete fairly. I'm really excited for friendly battles and for tournaments so that we can see where the skill really is versus how much of everything is just card strength. Back to 9. Awesome. It's funny, when the hyperdrive thing was going on, I've talked about him a few times, but Marcus 1988 from Member Berries, coming up from a low-level legendary, working my way up to the top 100, he and I kind of went along the same track, and we played each other all the time, and we were pretty evenly matched. And then I pulled ahead for a while, and like I was in the top 50 or so, and he was in the top 100. And then that hyperdrive came into being, and he just like I played him like 14 times in one night, and he just kicked my ass every single time, and it wasn't close, and it was extremely frustrating. And he skyrocketed up to like number 12, but I think now they fixed it. He's not doing so good. He's like down into the 80s, which weirdly makes me pretty happy, because it makes me feel relieved that it's not my play style or my playability that he was actually beating. It was the exploit. And I agree pretty heavily with Average Guy. He's always talking about people, misusing things and abusing those exploits, especially like the Alien Clyde exploit, where he comes into play and immediately shoots poison. That's so annoying. But I see more and more people doing that every single day, and I kind of hate it. So on the stream, is the music from the game coming through pretty loud, or is it at an okay level? And can you hear the background music? Not bad. Okay. Can you hear the background music okay, or should I turn it up a little bit? Okay, good. I'm not quite as fancy as a Bio or Average Guy. I don't have the green screen and the cool border from my stream. I'm just streaming direct from my phone. Oh, I've got lots to say. Don't worry, Jemima. I'm looking forward to Death coming back. It's been like strange not having him around. See, he's in like a terrible... I mean, I'm higher ranked than him. All my guys are higher level than him. But even against a good player, he's in a terrible position there because there's nothing he can do. Anybody he plays is just going to get wiped out by Stand of Many Moons. I think they need to nerf that card just a little bit. The only good thing is that at the low levels, he's not a very strong character. Like, he's pretty easy to kill. But, like, my stand survives a level 3 lightning bolt. My stand survives a level 4 fireball. So most players can't even kill him. I think mine survives like a level 1 or a level 2 stand charge as well, too. Because, like, I'll see people play him and try to use it. And then mine survives, and then I just do mine, and it wrecks their whole team. But I mean, that's fine. He's level 3, and most people aren't going to have a level 3 legend. What they really need to do is make some of the other legends more playable. Yeah, my Terrence is max level 5. All my cards are maxed. Everything's 100%. Just waiting on copies so that I can level them up to the next level. This guy gave me a good game last time. Oh man, this hand. Alright, we're going for it. Splash damage away. I don't know why he would activate Cartman right there when he knows what my deck does. Alright, that Wendy's a problem. There it is. See, I'd normally rogue token him, but my new kid's already taken off half his life. No, he's gonna hit me. Shoot. Come on, hurry up and kill this guy, jeez. Stupid Zen takes so long to take out. God, we're right back there. I think he's going to steal this one. Nope. Ooh, that was close, though. What the f... I don't think I can win this game, because I don't think I can get my guys across the board fast enough. Probably the best I can hope for is a draw at this point. Yeah, I got a little bit lucky to survive that one. He definitely played well. Somehow I moved up to 8. I'm not complaining. So look at this. We have another Ike, Finn. Yeah, we're gonna have to add Ike to the queue. There's like too many people requesting him at once. You guys like the new? I finally got the goth clothes in my store. I bought those a couple days ago. Never taken off the bear hat though. I don't think this guy's playing. Sometimes the fun games are where they're not playing at first, and then you like throw an assassin out there, and you'll take a bar, and you'll throw a second assassin, and you'll like overextend yourself to try to take them out, and then they'll start playing like on their third bar, and like try to fight back for a random push, and it makes the game more challenging because you're completely out of energy and you have to try to survive without taking a hit. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Shay. I'll do this again sometime. I'll post in the chat whenever I'm going to do it. So appreciate you tuning in, though. I get a lot of Dougies too in various packs and lockers. It's frustrating. Alright, I'll do one more pack, guys, and then I think we'll call it a night because I want to watch the dev stream and see what they're going to say. Oh. Cool, stick around. Yeah, they really need to fix the glitch too where it doesn't show who you're playing before you play them. Like there's that weird pause at the beginning. And I think it's intended to let you see who you're going to be playing against, but it doesn't always work like it's supposed to. I mistimed that. No harm. Take it easy, Slack Dog. Thanks for tuning in, man. I think he's given up now. Against like lower level players, the stand is just way too oppressive. If they don't have a way to kill it, they just lose. But I mean, most of my guys are higher level anyway, so that's a little bit redundant. Slaviously. He changed his name. Oh, wow. So if he goes back home, I'll be number 1 in the U.S. That's awesome. Go home, Slavius. Level 4 Bolt will kill it. Level 3 won't. Level 4 Fireball won't. I play against like a lot of 700s to 1000s or so. And, they've got like level 3 spells. They've got level 3 bolts. And they bolt my Psalm as soon as it comes out, and it doesn't do anything. I feel a little bit bad about that. But, I mean, gotta take your licks. It's part of the game. It took me forever to get to Legendary. I played for almost 2 months straight. Got my guy up to like level 49, and then man, it was just back and forth between 46 and 50, over and over and over again. And then I think it was the day before Christmas, I finally broke into Legendary, like at 3 a.m. I couldn't sleep, so I just got up and started grinding, and I finally won the 5 games in a row I needed to win in order to make it in, and I was so happy. I came in at like 300 or something, and at that time I think there was only about 1,000 Legendary players, so it was much harder to get in. And I got my butt kicked by Adorna over and over and over again that first day, and I dropped down to like, I don't know, the 700 or 800s. I think the lowest I've ever been was in the 800s, and then slowly just started winning and getting my guys up to level 5. And then once I had 2 level 5s, it became a little bit easier. And once I had 3 or 4 level 5s, it became very easy. And once I got my rares to level 5, then the jump to top 100 was nothing. And then it just became about play skill. We've got a really good group in the line chat. Like some of the best players from Dire Tide, a few of the best players from South Park Elites, a bunch of the best players from the Coalition, and we all tried to play like a fight club where we'd set a time and get paired up against each other and fight. And I learned a lot from playing those guys, especially Death. I think Death's one of the best players in this game. He's got underleveled guys for his rank. He's got several level 4s, and he's in the top 100, no problem at all. And he's playing level 3 Grand Wizard Cartman, which is not the best tank to use, but I mean, he's figured it out, and it works really well for him, so I respect him a lot. I think once he gets up to like level 5 or 6, it's going to be real tough. Real tough to beat Death. Oh, here's a good game. SDNY. Take that, Cartman. And that's how you beat good players. Oh no, I messed up. Those little 6 rats are going to shred me. I gotta be careful not to put anybody right next to my new kid because he's got unholy combustion. That's what I was talking about, though. It's like he's got level 6s and I've got level 5s, and it's just really hard to compete sometimes. Damn it. Nope, he's going to get me. God, even after that bad mistake, he's going to get me. Too many sixes. Oh well. Wasn't too bad of a drop. Alright, I'll play one more. Hopefully get this last phone destroyed so I can get this pack. Yeah, they changed this so it's supposed to search and find people pretty quickly if they're close to your level, but I swear it searches for a long time and then it pairs me against the guy who's ranked one higher than me. It doesn't seem to work quite like they said it was going to. Excuse me. Alright, final game of the stream. He's not going to play. Well, I'm sorry that's not super entertaining, guys, but that's what happens. Get a lot of free wins, which sometimes sucks, but at the same time, it makes opening packs really fast and really easy. I just wish the packs were more geared towards the cards you play like they used to be. I tend to get a lot of crap I would never play, or I don't play, or isn't in my main deck. It's like I opened 3,000 in-game cash worth of PvP packs over the last 2 days, and I got like 26 Heidi's, which is just absurd. I should have gotten well over 100. But, you know, it is what it is. They make it tough. They make it real tough to get level 6s. Alright, let's open this last pack. At least it's an epic. Some Nellies, that's good. Alright guys, well, thanks for tuning in for the very first stream of mine. Like I said, I'll do this again sometime. I can't give a set time, but I'll do it whenever I have time, or whenever. Whenever there's something worth talking about or worth doing. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'm sure I'll talk to you all online or on Discord. So, later.